Hello and welcome to this week's LexisClick Growth Show. Today we're again on the lovely Boscombe Pier.
Any excuse to get outside from our office.
Yeah, and it's somewhat warmer than last time we were here, if you remember back to that one.
In the middle of the beast from the Easter snowstorms.
Yeah, we can wear a t-shirt today. So what we wanted to talk about today was the importance of reporting and ultimately the importance of simplifying your reporting as much as possible. We've talked about growth funnels in previous growth shows and the importance of designing and developing your growth funnel, and what we've come to the conclusion of is that it's much better for us to report on that growth funnel and how that growth funnel is performing against a target than it is to report on lots of detailed metrics that ultimately can mean that people miss the important stuff. So we likened it to the weather report, creating a tenuous link to our location today. But yesterday, if I'd been inundated with information about the weather, the chances are I would have missed that it was going to be sunny and warm. Yes. And they were really the two key bits of information that I needed to know that I needed to wear a t-shirt, shorts and flip-flops in the office today so that I remain nice and cool in our somewhat hot office. And also come down here, make the most of a stroll down the beach.
Indeed.
But actually it was just that simple information, and weather reports are a great example. The weather report we get on the news is typically more than enough for what we need to know of how the weather's going to be tomorrow. And what we really want to do is create something very similar for our businesses,
really, yeah.
Isn't it? So what we've done is we've designed these automated reports for the growth funnel and measuring the growth funnel's performance against the target. And a key reason we do that is, how does it help, Chris, particularly for clients with these longer sales cycles?
It's really important. I mean, ultimately you want to be measuring how much money you're making. I mean, that's the kind of point of anyone being in business. But when you've got a sales cycle that's maybe 12 or 18 months, you kind of need to be measuring what's happening at the top of the funnel, because you can't wait 12 months to start seeing the revenue at the bottom. You need to kind of figure out which metrics do you need to be measuring, like visits to your website, convert into leads, convert into opportunities, and then convert into customers. But that process might take 12 months. So it's really important to figure out where your various measurement points are through the kind of customer journey, if you know.
So if you know those metrics and you know the target conversion rates that you're targeting at each stage of that funnel, you can measure your performance against that. You're really looking out into the future as to how that performance is going to relate at a later date. So this is particularly important where you've got a longer sales cycle. Yep. And it's particularly important where you're building up this sales funnel, you're building up your marketing momentum to drive growth. So recommend that you do that you simplify your report so you've got the pertinent information there that you can see at a glance and do something about. And then by all means have the detailed information there sitting underneath it when you need to dive into the detail of the analytics, why something's happening, either to do more of it or to fix it when you've got a problem.
Absolutely.
So I think that's it for this week, isn't it, Chris?
Pretty much it. That was a pretty good excuse to come and stand outside on the beach. And until next week, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already, and until next week.
Catch up with you then.